Pure heroin. Oh, what it do, honey boo?
Well, that was the best introduction that I could have. I mean, we're not gonna play any of it because of copyrights issues, but for
We'll
those
do
of you,
snippets.
you know, we were just banging. Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Tuck. My name is Wellington, your host, and I'm here with my amazing co-host, the one and only Edward.
What
How are you, my love?
what is up, baby? I'm feeling
I'm
good.
happy that you're feeling good. I'm feeling good. I just got back to the gym. I feel sexy, so
It's the way
I'm
we
feeling.
act. Like
It's the way we
gym girlies.
gym
'Cause that's
girly.
like the song right before, like it's like gym girlies, gym. It's always giving body.
It's
It's always giving body.
no
It's
summer
literally right now
24.
on iTunes.
Summer 24. You better like it's gonna be a it's always giving body summer, okay?
Oh, for sure. It's like it's a little bit big man, just a little bit big man, but
Period. I know that's
it's still
right.
there. I'm no longer gonna be sticks and bones. And now we got it on footage, so bitch, I gotta stick to it.
Period.
What's up? Okay, let's
I
get into
love
it because
it.
I'm not gonna hold you. I just watched the episode not too long ago, and
Mhm.
I'm ready to talk mad shit about it.
It's fresh in your head. Well, yeah. So Drag Race UK episode 4, we're finally here. Is Disaster Class. And for I mean, I'm sure that the fans have been watching, but the Queen's attempt to make Mama Ru laugh her heels off with a masterclass in love, work, and play. RuPaul's
Ooh.
Drag Race fan actor Suranne Jones joins the judging panel as the guest judge. So basically, this week the queens are tasked to basically put together like a masterclass parody.
Yeah.
And there's 3 groups, and each group has a different theme. Some have love, some have work, and some have play. So, what do you think about this challenge?
Um, I was I don't know where it was gonna go because at first I thought they had to give like a legitimate master class, and then the
Hmm.
whole twist came the disaster. But by then I think the teams were picked, so I was just like more invested in the drama of who didn't get picked in a team rather than
Yeah.
even focusing on the challenge. So now that you bring it up, how do I feel about it? It had potential. I just wish it had a different plot. Like, I get it, the disaster class, but I wish they didn't talk
It
about
was
it.
kind of boring.
Yeah, like I wish the topics were different.
Yeah, I agree. I think that I mean, love, work, and play. I feel like the queens could have gotten way more creative with what they did. I mean, there was one group that definitely did better, but
Yeah.
let's backtrack a little bit. So, in the workroom, Rue gave because she won the mini challenge. Tamora Thomas, she gave her the power to basically pick who was going to be in her team.
Wait, she ate that little mini challenge up. That was really cute and funny.
No, she definitely did. And Tamara picked Michael Maruli and Ginger Johnson as part of her team. And Caramel felt some type of way that she didn't pick her. But in my head, I'm like, y'all been beefing all season. I mean, the last 4 episodes. Why would she pick you? No shade.
That also you just beat her at the lip sync last week,
Exactly. So
and just there's a point of loyalty that of course you expect, especially from a roommate or one of your hometown girlies. But at the same time, it's like I think we get this. We can
yeah,
go out together and still know that we're there together. And it's like, okay, you're over there, I'm over here, but we're just vibing with a different group. And at
right,
some point,
right.
it's either the groups are gonna merge or we're just gonna naturally go. This one group leaves early. It's just like test it out. It's the same
Yeah.
thing in this competition. She's just trying to see what she could get from one of these girls. See if she could take some pointers, different points of view on the look of drag, on comedy, on something that maybe she didn't feel as strong with. So yeah, I think that Caramel kind of felt just not like first pick, and she put too much effort on that, which then I feel like later on shows. Like, girl, it don't matter what team you're on. If you're gonna sell it, sell it.
Exactly. That's really the gag. It doesn't matter what team you're on. If you're gonna sell it, you have to sell it. So I mean, also Tamara is playing into I feel like she picked very, very strategically. She picked Ginger Johnson, who is, I guess you can consider her a comedy queen, but
Yeah.
definitely like Ginger Johnson gives like theater and like acting, etc. And Michael Maruli is a seasoned drag queen, and Michael is giving.
Michael Maruli is shorty that don't. No, no, no. That's Vicky
That
Vivacious.
no, Michael Maruli was the Spice Girls all in five.
Yeah, but what she had on this one, because
In
I
this,
remember watching her and I was like, I'm okay. I know she has the lips, the big lips, right?
yeah, she has a very big lips.
Yeah. Okay, I like her. She's funny. The only
No,
thing is, she's like this. She's like her face does not move. Like she's
right,
like
right. It's
others
a
are like, you are amazing and you're the next one. And she's like, I'm like,
face full of fillers and egos even bigger. Like Banksy said.
oh,
Like
that's
Banksy said, chat. Um,
a quote, and I quote.
and I quote. So then we had in the other team, we had Caramel, Vicky Vivacious, and Banksy. And these are those were the three batch winners so far. We have a batch winner right here.
These are now available in the Tuck merch on our website and our
The
link below.
tuck.com/merch. If you go to that website, I promise you it won't load. But
And not today, but tomorrow it will.
yeah. So the three batch winners were put together. Think about it. Three batch winners are put together. Do you think that's a threat to me? Like originally, I was like, okay, these are the three girls that have won challenges. Them being put together in a group, that might have not been that smart of Tamara, because these are the three girls that have been like killing the competition, and now they're all in
Yeah.
one group together.
Yeah. I don't even think she meant to do that.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
There was no strategy behind that, but
There
it
was
happens,
no
and
strategy.
I don't know what the fuck happened with that group. I how I felt about them. I mean, in the beginning, same thing. I was like, oh, they're about to eat these hoes up, like they're dummies. But once they started sharing their, I guess, perspective on what they wanted to bring to the table with this challenge,
Hmm.
became more of like making TV than like executing the drag, if I'm being honest. And I like Caramel, and like I wouldn't just say quite yet that I'm a Caramel
Apologist.
apologist. I was gonna say enthusiast, which is the same thing. Well, no, I am enthused by her, but I think she was too focused on like, oh, I've never been in love, and
Yeah.
since I've never been in love, I'm gonna just be sharing about love, and it's like no, and it's like go off, bitch, share your experience, but yeah, where is like make it funny, you know?
Right. Right. And then in the other group, we had Kay Butch, we had Miss Naomi Carter, and we had D Delicious.
I like
Thought,
DD just a lot.
thoughts on that? You do like D Delicious a lot. She's a little like annoying, but thoughts on that group though? D
Um,
Delicious, Kay Butch, and Miss Naomi Carter.
I like Kate Bush. I like DD Delicious, and Nate Carter. Naomi Carter was I think that's tough because breaking it down to them individually in their own challenge, I think them three were together in the girl group. They were in that one group together.
Kay Butch
Yes.
and Naomi Carter were.
Exactly. So it's like it's now in smaller groups with someone
Hmm.
you already competed with last week. And
Right.
last week it was the knee injury. And yeah, maybe there was no choreo in this one, but it's like, girl, like you gotta have something down. Like now you don't gotta move your knee. Like we just did a challenge where you don't even gotta move. You're sitting down and you didn't execute or hold on, I'm fast forwarding. But yeah, I was
No, I
curious
get what you're
about
saying.
the down. Yeah.
Yeah. It was definitely interesting to me because, as soon as I saw that it was somewhat of an act, I mean, this wasn't a legitimate acting challenge because they weren't tasked to be acting,
It was
but
public speaking.
it was a public speaking challenge. It was a challenge that didn't really require like a music or choreography. So it was more about your presence on stage and the way that you hold that you bring together a room. So
Yeah.
when I knew that that was the type of challenge that we were about to have, I knew that this was Naomi Carter's night, like to go, because she can barely do the performances, and I'm like,
No, I
yeah,
know
this
when
is
she
not
said
it.
in the workroom, she's like, I feel like sometimes I like get caught up on my time. I said, oh, bitch, you got this at it.
Yeah. The
It's
moment she said, I am not really good at public speaking, but I cannot wait to turn this out, I said, girl,
it's the
I
boots
see the
that high
producer.
out the
I,
door.
s- I see the producers already dropping the nuggets.
Dropping the
Um, I
the
was excited
swamp.
for Kate Butch because Kate Butch does have a really like good sense of humor. She's really funny, and I
Mhm.
knew that out of almost all of the queens, she was gonna be one of the ones that was going to be able to improvise the best out of in that group between Dee Delicious and Miss Naomi Carter. I feel like Dee Delicious, she's not really that funny when she thinks she is, but she is good at bantering, and I feel like she can kind of read a room in a way.
And
So
volley naturally.
yeah, so I felt like she was gonna be safe. Those were my preliminary like
Thoughts.
guesses.
Yeah. I think with DZ Licious, it's just I feel like the vibe I get from her is Alyssa Edwards. In the sense that
Hmm.
there's so much passion and so much fire, and like where she's at in the pocket of where she's at is so good for where she's at. But when she really like marks her face or like finds that one thing where it's like that, and like bitch, I'm not rude, it gets to be like that thing, but like where she where I'm gonna be able to ignore the breastplate on her neck because she's wowing me in other ways, she's gonna like just grow. Just boom.
Right.
Just boom.
Right, I agree. I definitely agree with that analogy of like the delicious kind of being like like there's so much potential and there's so much like star power there, but it's a little messy and it's a little all over the place, and I still need her to like grab it all together. Um, well, fast forward to the challenge. Tamara Thomas, Michael Maruli, and Ginger Johnson kill that shit. I
This
was
shit.
actually laughing and I actually felt entertained. When I watched Tamara, Michael, and Ginger, I said, "Oh, this is how this challenge was. This is what the producers thought when they put this challenge together. They thought that this was what the girls were
We're
gonna
gonna
turn out.
do. Yeah.
Like it was actually entertaining and
Thought
also
out.
informative, thought out, funny. They knew when
Natural.
to jump in. They knew when to throw in shade, when to throw in a joke. They
And
knew
when
how
to
to
bring in the crowd too. Like a fucking girl
exactly,
called tell. Oh,
ex-
oh. Like
exactly.
it's they already just all got a wow check
Hmm.
for a side YouTube show.
And also I like the fact that they used Tamara Thomas as like the model when they were explaining like the things
Mhm.
that they were explaining, because it's like use the people in your group for their strength. Tamara is not really that funny, or she's not really that quick on her feet, so let's use her as the funny model that doesn't really have to say anything, but she just has to make funny noises,
And
while
drop the
me
sexy out her coat.
ex- exactly, while
Yeah.
Ginger and Michael were handling the room, making the comedy, and making RuPaul laugh her fucking ass off. So shout out.
Our resident Rue laugh is out. But
um shout
cut the cameras, dead ass.
cut the camera.
Please cut the photo. Yeah.
Yo, yo, I can't with you.
It was just like
um
not an old laugh in there. Oh.
oh my god, oh my god, yeah. So then we had The Delicious, Kate Butch, and Miss Naomi Carter, and that was tragic.
um,
That was
no,
tragic.
Naomi
I don't
Carter.
think Miss Naomi
What is that,
Carter
Naomi?
knew that she was supposed to make Rue laugh. I don't think that was like in her head. Like, did you know that you were supposed to
Oh
make Rue laugh?
no, I'm guarantee you she was in her confessional. Like I'm watching these other girls perform, and they're making jokes and a mockery out of this. But this is really a moment for us to show Mama Ru that we can be masterclass teachers too. And she
Right.
took this shit, like legit as an interview. Like she was presenting to the youth. So I mean, if that was the challenge, then she nailed it. But if it's fan favorite, then
But it
then
wasn't.
it deserves it. If it's fan favorite, but I don't know about Miss Congeniality.
But it wasn't. That wasn't the
Oh,
challenge. So she missed the brief. Um, listen, that K Butch tried her hardest to fucking carry that group on her motherfucking titties. She tried.
and her flipper heels, bitch.
She tried, bitch. She was throwing jokes left and right. She was the only one throwing jokes left and right. The
And
only reason why I even enjoyed their set was because of K Butch. And D Delicious was just there looking painted.
No, no. The Delicious at least was like she was floating, like she was like still not at the top, but then Naomi Carter was just like at the top, like a fish, like upside down. Like she was just, I was like, ooh,
No, Naomi Carter
ooh,
was
that's
literally, you
not.
know what? Ooh, that's you know, like when you watch SpongeBob and they go to the surface. That was Naomi Carter. Um, then we had Caramel, Banksy, and Vicky Vivacious, and I was utterly surprised at how bad they were. Like
Yeah,
I knew, I from the beginning, I knew that the other team with Tamara and Michael was going to win,
they set the
but
bar.
I did not think that Caramel, Vicky Vivacious, and Banksy were going to do that bad, especially Banksy
Well, Banksy started it off and started it off on the wrong foot, bitch.
on the wrong foot, which I was so surprised.
And that's also like I don't know how much time they had to practice or rehearse this, but I feel like Caramel was so much on Tamara's foot. The last challenge she should have been on this one and been like, bitch, like get these lines right. But you have to focus on your own lines too. If she missed your cue and there's a gap, figure out you should already have like a backup line to how to enter into your next line so that they can pick up. You know what I mean? Or that's it, bitches went off the fucking rail. Oh, like I'm next. I'm about
But
to like.
also, if you miss your line or you forget your line, that does not like take away the fact that you still have to be funny. So whatever comes out of your mouth should be funny. So like even if you miss your line and you don't know what's next, think of
Yeah.
some dumb shit to say. Like go in on Michelle. Say some dumb shit about Ru being old. Like figure it out. It's my point.
I wanna challenge myself. Every time they do like a challenge, I'm gonna practice it at home too. So I'm like, girl, come on. I'm about to gather the everyone in the house up, sit here, and I'm doing the challenge. Judge me.
You know what we should do? Oh my god, we thought this out so late because Halloween is literally this weekend. But you know what we should do next year for Halloween?
Mm.
We should do like we should do our own snatch game
I was
for,
literally gonna say the same thing.
for Halloween.
Oh, hold on. That's good.
How good would that be? Like a
Yo,
Halloween
no,
remake
I think
of
we should do it still. Like to do it good. Maybe next
next
year.
year, next year, next year.
Oh, that would be too funny.
That would be so funny. I'm gonna cut that out the episode so no motherfucking fags take our idea. Um,
When
yeah.
production.
Listen, so Banksy, Vicky Vivacious, and Caramel were the lowest. They did not do good. Kate Bush did delicious. We're safe. Miss Naomi Carter ended up in the bottom.
But that edit they was giving her, I thought she was gonna be safe.
Girl.
Cause she looked cute with the little jumpsuit, but then after looking at it, I was like, it is just a jumpsuit with rhinestones on it, like
And with the same hair that she wore last week, just styled differently. You think I didn't clock that, baby? You've been wearing that puffy wig out like it's the only wig you brought to that motherfucking drag race.
not the puffy wig, just puffy wig.
Girl,
That
that
sounds
puff.
like a bar. Oh, we're going to the puffy wig. Like, I'm going to the puppy week tonight.
At the top we had Tamara, Michael, and Ginger. They were the winning group, and they all won a Rue Pitter badge. So this was the first group challenge that all everybody in the group won a Rue Peter badge. So now Ginger Johnson, Michael Maruli, and Tamara Thomas, all three of them have Rue Peter badges.
Wow, so now the girl group who didn't have the repeater badges has it now.
Isn't that
Damn,
iconic? And next week,
that third group was really feeling that pain.
is a Rusical.
Damn, they got these bitches on steroid drag race. Like,
No, this is All Stars.
this shit is speeding by.
It's
It's like
so
girl group, infomercial, public speaking. What's next?
okay.
I,
So
mm,
um you see that Miss Naomi Carter is at the bottom and Caramel is at the bottom.
First of all,
The two black queens of the season at the
hold
bottom
on.
together.
We skipped over their runway looks.
We did, girl. Oh my god. Let's get
Destination aligned.
let's get into these looks. First, Banksy. I lucky
Oh,
love this. I love
rich.
this. Bitch. No, one of the things that the judges said when she came out was Banksy's letting us know every week that she is a fashion girly. And
For sure.
I will say this. I did not like when Banksy first came out on this show, I did not expect so much of her. And she's been pulling out the fashions on the runway left and
And
right.
right. She sure
So
has.
this look is amazing. I will say that this is one of my favorite looks on Drag Race. Like in general, like I've added this. I have a list. I have a running list on my phone that every time I'm watching an episode of Drag Race, a new episode of Drag Race, if there's ever a look that I really, really, really enjoy, I always add it to the list because I like to have a running list of all my favorite looks. And I definitely added this one because this is cunt and this
Yeah.
everything, and she looks great.
No, she looks
It was a
stunning.
wet.
I loved it. It was rich, regal, reminiscence of money.
And the category was slaycation. So being a bad bitch while on vacation. And she gave this.
Oh,
Oh my God.
and the way she sold it.
Caramel. First of all, the frosted locks. Let's just
The
start there.
edges on the frosted locks.
The edges on the frosted locks. The nude illusion. The diamonds.
The mug.
The mug. Oh,
Bitch, are you stupid?
I was so mad that she had to like she was in the bottom with this because this was iconic,
Gorgeous.
gorgeous, simple, but extra at the same time and elegant.
Ooh, I need it. I want it.
I get chills over it, not because it's icy, but because it's so con. It's so con.
You did there. I see what the fuck you did there.
It's so con. Then we have Jinx Monsoon. No, I'm kidding. Then we have the Delicious.
Yes, it was very Jinx Monsoon reminiscent.
Isn't this looks like one something that Jinx wore on All Star 7.
No, literally, like it was bought off of fucking
This
the Jinx
looks like
Monsoon
you know
fan
what this
carpet.
looks like? This looks like Jinx entrance look to All Star 7, that big gown that she wore. This is exactly I knew that this
This is
reminds me of
just
something.
like, this is what makes it tough. Because if we tell her to fucking contour, then bitches get carried away and look like Raven. But it's like, I can't fucking stand this fucking pale, 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 pale. But this is like porcelain doll pale. Like, I don't know. I want her makeup to just. I don't. You know what? It's her drag, but it was not for me. This
It's
one,
her drag. It's her drag, but we're discussing her drag when it comes to this competition. So her drag outside of this competition can be valid, but in this competition, you have your opinion.
in this moment, I don't like it. I just did not like it.
This is not the worst look. I mean, I I guess why it's category. I'm having a lot of problems with her breastplate.
Yes.
It's so like you can clearly see it. I don't know what it is about her. I don't know
Her
if
neck's too fucking short, so it's like her titties are like sitting down here, and then the thing is sitting like here. I don't
and then
fucking.
I don't know if it's because she's powdering too much or whatever it is, but you're white, baby. You don't need to make yourself whiter, more whiter to the point that you don't even match your breastplate. And if it's the other way around that your breastplate is just not white enough, baby, go get yourself a pale ass breastplate because this breastplate it's never working with you.
Or
And
I think maybe the bronzer on the nose needs to go more on the forehead and like the cheek. I don't know, like the middle. It's just
well, Michelle did clock her nose contour,
you know.
and
But
Rue said, and even though Rue said she liked it, I thought that was interesting. I'm like, okay, they're showing the best friends arguing.
no, it's always like that. They're always
No,
Michelle would be like, "I think today's gonna rain," and they're like, "Well, bitch, it's already raining." It's
Right.
like someone's always gonna disagree with Michelle. With
Always. And
Mary.
I always love the fact that Michelle be like giving out this like thought out critiques, and then here comes another judge and be like, well, I liked it. Michelle's like,
Yeah.
please change your contouring because when you do this, you do that, and when you do this, you do that, and then the other judge is like, well, I kind of liked it.
Literally,
Anyways, this is a regret for me.
yeah. I thought we knew that.
Oh.
Oh, so kind. Kim Petras, like
Kim Petras.
literally.
This is who Tamara like reminds me of. I always say Tamara in drag reminds me of somebody. Tamara in drag reminds me of somebody, and it's she reminds me of Kim Petras. They're so fucking beautiful, the two of them. Anyways, this
Fabulous.
it is fabulous, but I did have a problem with how floppy the bikini was. I did wish it was a little tighter to
Yeah.
the point that it didn't like crease so much, but it was cunt. It
I wish
was
they would
cunt.
have added, but it was still hot.
It was hot. I just think it was a lot. It's a lot of fabric. I feel like that bikini portion at the bottom part, she could like. There's so much fabric that she could take out of that and just make it like a cute little triangle that
There's a
just
lot
goes.
of cooch she gotta show cover.
Mm, well, child. The body was giving though, and that shit was sitting right. And I love the
Yes,
fact that she
it
wore a
was.
coat. I love the fact that she did the platinum hair. I love the fact, the
The
mug is
thing.
mugging. Yeah,
Yeah,
she
there was
looks
nothing bad
calm.
to say. Like now she presents this two more times down the runway and she's just relying on the body, then she's trapped. But in this
Right.
case, it was Gorgini.
Yeah, I do think this is her first time relying on body, so I will give it to her. You do get
One body
one
pass.
one you do get one time to rely on body. If you rely on body one more time, it's 7 chops. Um,
I
then we
loved
have
it.
Michael Maruli, and I thought this was so fucking kind.
From front to back, bitch.
From front to back, she looks good. The hair is beautiful. The makeup is good. Yeah, it's just a little bodysuit, but look what it's attached to. It's
Look at
attached
the
to fucking
material.
like it looks good. I thought it would, and also it's the brief. It is the category
It
through and through.
slaycation, bitch. One,
Slaycation. She
two.
has a drink, she has a ball, and she's on vacation.
I love the fucking like corset material that it's made out of. It's like a vinyl, and then it has like still like that Disney royal blue glitter, and
Yeah,
then the
yeah, yeah.
stripes are just like evenly proportioned. The hair, the makeup, the fucking oh my god, I was obsessed with this. And then when she turned around and it said "Wish Ru were here," and then fucking the joke, what was it? If you like it, then you should have put a stamp on it. Michelle was on a fucking fire this episode, like
No,
back
she
to
was on
back.
acid. She definitely was on acid. Like she was doing it, babe. She
Ru
was
has,
doing it.
Ru has so much more fun too. I feel like with the UK.
Yeah, she does have a lot of fun. I feel like she just lets loose a little bit. I definitely think there's a lot of advertising dollars involved in Drag Race America, so like she don't be trying to play too much. But
I need this Emmy.
yeah, she's like there's Emmys that need to be won when it's American Drag Race, so she don't be playing. Um, I will say what I really liked about this look is that, like I said, it's very simple when you look at it, but when she turned around and like you mentioned, she had that thought out, situation behind her postcard. I feel like you see when she turned around and I saw what I saw, I was like, yeah, that is why this look is probably one of the top of the week because you make something basic, but then with just one simple turn, you just wrap around an entire story.
You send a message.
She sent it in an envelope, in a postcard. Did that.
Oh,
It's a wet mama. Then we have K Butch, child.
I was, I was,
It's as if she wanted to like she killed the challenge and then she wanted to murder the runway. Like
no, she murdered it, but it gave like Ocean Gate, like Subway, like submarine, submersible, exploded,
literally.
imploded, gone. Like she walked out, and I didn't know she was giving me the bitches from Greece. Um,
It's a lot of different concepts in one because this little bodysuit looks like a racer jacket. Like she looks like she's about to do. Remember when Rue did that challenge where they all had to recreate her famous racer jacket look? Like I feel like this her bodysuit looks like a racer jacket with a random orange belt in the middle, and then she picked out these curtains as she was leaving to drag race that were hanging from her living room, and she just fucking attached the curtain to the back of her bodysuit.
Did she
That's what.
cinch? She did cinch.
Mm,
It just like pansua, like
yeah.
it's like big belly, like.
She threw those pearls on for no reason because they don't even make sense. And then I don't even know what's
Well,
happening with
the
the
pearls
hair.
were probably because she's like under the sea. She's on vacation. She's snorkeling. The heels have, but I feel like she put so much effort into the
Write
heels.
her story for her.
She was visiting trade under the sea, and
Period.
she got caught in um the plastic that goes over the soda cans or the beer cans, and she was saving herself. And when she came outside, the Galapagos monster from the Red Ruby, the Sleaze Seas, attacked her, and she ended up on the runway of UK Drag Race. To show the competition, she'll swim them away.
Smelling fishy. Um, it was a chop, mama.
One chop under the ocean.
And then we have
I'm I feel like anything I say would be out of pocket.
like okay, hold on.
I'll be real. Okay, when she hit the stage, the first thing I said was, I was like, "Oh, she looks good." And then when it
Me
zoomed in, I
too.
said, "Hold on, this is
There's
just a
so
jumpsuit with rhinestones." And
and there's
then,
so much editing to be done still. Again, the same wig that we've seen on this runway. It's too soon to repeat a wig. We're only 4 episodes in. If you repeat a wig, I'm gonna notice, especially if you repeat a wig in the same style. You know.
yeah,
So I don't know. Like I don't think this was the season for Miss Naomi Carter to join this
so
cast.
that's
To be
why
completely
maybe they brought
honest,
her on, let her get a little. She's there's always that one queen that is like forever
Charity.
n- for us to get potential to see that we can be beginners and get into the gag.
So she was the amethyst of the season.
Yes, you got
Got it.
it.
Got it. No, there's definitely always that queen. I definitely think that also Well of Wonder does this thing where they pick one queen that literally does not match the level of any of the other queens. And in a way, it's like this is our charity work. Like because after you come on the show, you might get some popularity and you will be able to make a little bit more coin.
And we'll see
So
you for the next.
so like we're setting you up for success. So I do think that this experience for Miss Naomi Carter is going to gain it's going to be one that is going to gain her more than she had before she came on Drag Race. She always says that she came from a small town where like drag doesn't even like really exist. So I definitely think that this is going this is a huge platform and it's going to give you a name for yourself and it's going to give
Mhm.
you some followers, and she's going to be able to then use those followers and try to get some money and make some coin out of them.
Well, I hope she was paying
um,
attention in her disaster class, because that's what they was talking about, was getting the gig, keeping the gig, and I forgot the last one, but
yeah, getting the gig, keeping the gig, and
drinking the
getting
stuff.
paid, getting
Oh,
paid the right amount of money. I don't know, but it's sad to say that this is her best look of the season to me.
it was a really good look. It was just a jumpsuit, but
But it's literally
but
just a jumpsuit.
but the bitch also, a little bit fast forward, lip synced and looked good. Like the way they were editing that,
Yeah,
I
I
was
thought
like,
she was. They were giving her so much airtime during her lip sync that I legitimately thought she was going to win.
me too. I
Because
was
I
like,
was like,
why are they not showing caramel?
they're
So
not showing camera at all.
caramel must have dusted her, or either was like,
No, Camero definitely dusted her. If they cut out all of her shit, is because either Camero definitely dusted her, or Camero bombed, and they were not gonna keep Naomi over Camero, and then they just cut out all of Caramel's bad parts. Because
the
I
whole
just
thing.
don't get it.
The whole thing couldn't be bad. It was like, I don't know, but caramel looked good, bitch. I just was
Well,
there
that
was
was
no way.
this was definitely a regret. Oh Lord.
What's this one?
Oh Lord.
bro. The way I got up, it was I literally was pacing around the living room because I was like, "Bitch, what in the JoJo Siwa? Like, what? Like."
How is this vacation?
She said, "This is what she said." She said, "I made this 2 hours before getting on my flight for Drag Race UK." And I said, "Yeah, bitch, I can see it." She said,
We can
"It's a
fucking
mix
tell,
of a
bitch.
troll and a mix of pencil cases." I said, "Yeah, bitch, I see pencil case for sure." Like, it's giving me Kasha Davis. It's literally
We've
right out
said
of
this. We've said this already about.
Oh, she's the crafty queen. She's the Kasha
How
Davis
many
of the
times is she
UK.
gonna give Kasha Davis? Okay,
She doesn't get the repeater badge, but she gets the Kasha David Award of the week.
the wig is so funny to me. This
The wig
curls at the top, the curls at the top, and then and then the bob.
is bumped. It's also giving like welcome to Lazy Town. Like
Very
just
much that. It's giving
oh,
like what's his name on in the chocolate factory?
I'm Willy Wonka. Not the one.
Charlie in the chocolate factory. And
Oompa
it's giving
Loompas. Oompa
the
Loompas.
Oompa Loompas.
Yes. I
Oh my
see that.
god, Miss Ginger. Ginger, this is not one chop, two or three. I'm gonna give you four chops for episode four.
5 chops for season 5.
15 chops for season 15 of American.
She did.
Ginger, please.
I don't know. She might have gotten the wrong assignment. Like
This
she,
is not even the
uh, uh,
someone
vacation
please
to where, bitch? Mars and what world?
someone please explain to me how this is the category. Explain it to me. I'm actually gonna cut this and put it on Twitter. And for all of the Drag Race fans on Twitter that be so vocal, please explain to me how this is the category. Just because of this, she should have been in the
Bottom 3.
bottom three. Saved, but bottom three. I'm sorry, this was horrible.
I mean, it was beautifully crafted. Just the wrong category all the way.
Exactly. Like this is not a bad look. If the category was like future, the future on acid, this would have been great. But this and the
Yeah.
category is slaycation.
Where's the
What up?
stay? Where's the
What
vacation?
about what about this is vacation?
I mean, the palm leaves. Are those palm leaves behind there?
No,
Oh, not even. That's the fucking from the poster board from
from Michael
Michael
Maruli.
Maruli. Literally, like
So
what?
not Michael throwing her a bone.
She said, hold on, sis. Come get under the shade with me. Get under the palm trees. Maybe that's why they didn't have her in the bottom. Like they were. It was just like okay, like I see it. Like
Like next to Michael, I see the vision.
it's like we just needed to have her like on the beach, and we get it. It's like an alien visiting. Anyways, it was a mess, child. I don't know
I'm
what.
gonna start a new. This look is making me start a new thing on the podcast. Every week we're gonna give our regret of the week, and baby, this is the regret of the week.
Regret.
We need a huge like regret of the week graphic. Regret of the week. This is it.
Yeah.
A bunch of zombies and then a bunch of willow pills.
Oh my god, no! Like it's the wig and the. It's just like oh wrong, like work but wrong category. There's just no other way of saying it.
It's so good but so bad at the same time.
Exactly.
So good but so bad. Wishing you the best.
So good, but so bad at the
And then
same
we have
time.
Boxy, Vicky Vivacious.
Boxy. Oh my god! It just gave me like
And the crazy part is that I actually like this look.
no, I liked it, but the more I stared at it, it just gave me like like what is it called? Bootleg Barbie movie from the barber shop on J. Jolie. Like it was just it fell flat, like they said. Like it was there, it was cute, it was all right, but in reality, this was the same price value or like the same level of cunt as Naomi Carter's and Kasha Davis. Like, bitch, and the alien with the fucking pencil case. Like,
And
they
this is
should
some
have
and
had
this is
a bottom
something
four.
I hope that this is not something she made. Like I'm sure that this is something that like she literally bought just like this.
Maltino.
Um but
Maltino.
my whole thing is like you're putting this on as you're putting your looks together for Drag Race, and you see how boxy you look in this. There's no silhouette, and you don't think there's something that needs to go under this so that I can do a big reveal and like gag the girls. I think that there was something that she missed, and that's why she didn't reveal it. I don't think this was. That's just my conspiracy. I
You
think that
probably,
she, because it's a huge coat. I was waiting for her to say "zoop." It's just it's a
you know what it
coat.
was? She saw, what's her name? Tamara. She saw
Uh huh.
Tamara's body and she was like, bitch, I ain't opening my coat. I'm gonna keep it like this. That bitch got 10K on her hips, 15 on her chest. I'm
Right.
gonna my regular ass body zipped up. Cause work.
I do love that hair though. That hair, I do really like that hair. It's giving it's giving like I just like the volume of the hair. I did like the lip. I do like how she did that pink with the ombre and it gets
Mhm.
darker. I think it looks so fucking cunt. Um and her in pink looks cute. I just think this was a poor execution. This is a poor performance of that look, and you need to go one more step with this look. There needs to
She
be a
better
reveal.
bark. She better bark because you was throwing her bones, bitch. Uh-uh. You said, and I like the pink on her. No, the cutest thing on her was the little razzle dazzle on the arms that was silver. I
Child.
just, I just was. It's a regret for me. Well,
And
not
then
a
you,
regret, but just a very low, 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 low. Like, no, I just no.
it's either wet or regret, babe.
Yeah, I just
It
on her and her like what I want from her. I think the judges nailed it on the head. She does give a fuck too
and
much
then she
about.
has this Lady Gaga boots on that I'm just like, what's going on?
Like this needs a little. I don't mean to even sound like this. This on caramel would look completely different, and I think I would have a completely different opinion on it because of the fact that I think it would be
But also,
propor-
Caramel will sell it so differently.
it would be proportioned differently. It would be sold differently. Like, yeah,
Yeah. Well, like I said before, Miss Naomi Carter and Caramel ended up at the bottom two, and the two went ahead to lip sync.
boom, boom, boom.
I mean, let's be completely fucking honest. Did you think Caramel was going to go home?
Girl, you never know with these motherfuckers. Because after the edit that Loki was giving her too, where it was like, okay,
Right.
did she was she like capping on Banksy and reality like she missed her lines? You know, is this to show her a lesson like bitch, like stop worrying about the fucking drama and why you didn't get picked and why because so far every week has been some sort of like, oh my god, what was me? So it's like bitch, like bring it to the runway, like put it on the fucking dance floor, lip sync it the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this was the true light under her ass now, for real, where it's like, ponte pa lo tuyo y
Yeah.
tranquilízate and focus on what the fuck you gotta do because we're gonna keep sitting here and a new drama every week.
Right. 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 I agree. And I think that, when the judges were doing the deliberations, we saw that Vicky Vivacious and Caramel kind of threw Banksy under the bus by saying that, that her fuck ups at the beginning of her performance kind of like trick her down. I feel
Yeah,
like that's a cop out because look at Kate Butch. Naomi Carter and the Delicious were bombing, and Kate Bush was still being funny as fuck. So for you to say that someone else's fuck up was the reason of your demise, it's kind of like, no, bitch, you're lying. You just weren't that good, and just own the fact that you weren't that good. Because at the end of the day, someone else fucking up should not, in a way, also cancel you out.
yeah, and I feel like she would have gotten a little more like respect off the judges or anyone watching and observing it in that light. It's like you was chewing on the box of chocolate. You had a few funny moments here and there, cute, cool, but that's it. She forgot your lines. I don't think that they didn't. I don't think that they brought it up, not being aware how it could be perceived on
Hmm.
Banksy's perspective and how she would feel, because it was valid. Like they're like, oh well, she messed up, but it could be like, Oh, us as a team, I feel like we were a little thrown off. We skipped over a few lines, but we were able to continue to like move forward, and like what we put out was what we put out. And I hope that like we can have another chance to fucking present you something better in the future,
Right.
if you don't. But instead, they took the route of like, well, she fucking skipped her lines, and she skipped her lines, and she skipped her lines, and no one wanted to take accountability
No
on
one.
themselves, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, the cookie crumbled the way it did, and Caramel was on the bottom because I feel like Loki she was been making stinks already like 3 weeks in a row. And to answer, I guess maybe the question from earlier, maybe that's why Tamara didn't want to have her in the group because she's like, "Bitch, there's always something with you." Like, I
Yeah.
want to make memories and hit business and see the bitches who are gonna be able to get shit done. Again, to the cutting people off, maybe she that's her roommate, but she's just like, "Bitch, this is my moment." Like, I gotta skedaddle and scram. And Rue is definitely starting to fall in love with Tamara. If you see it.
Yeah. And Caramel needs to be careful with that because if Rue falls in love with Tamara, I don't think Rue has the capacity in her computer to care for Caramel and Tamara at the same time. Like now that Rue has it in her head that these two bitches are roommates, she either likes one or hates the other. So like I don't think that like
There's
Cameron needs to be
something he has to choose.
right.
He's a
So
Scorpio,
and
right? Or a
who?
Virgo.
Rue? Rue?
Rue?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Or a Leo.
Let's
Hey
see.
Siri.
Let's see.
RuPaul's horoscope sign. Zodiac sign. Yeah, Scorpio.
Scorpio.
I know Mama Ru.
He has a way with words, listening intently when others are speaking and making those around him feel truly seen.
11/17 is his birthday?
Sure.
Hey Siri, when RuPaul birthday?
You said that's so ghetto.
Hey Siri, when girl RuPaul Charles birthday? Google RuPaul's birthday. November 17th. He's exactly a month away from me.
Wow.
Rosie Q. Mama.
Um Miss Naomi Carter unfortunately went home. 4 weeks too late.
No,
Let's
literally.
let's be honest. 4 weeks too late. She should have been the first. She should have been pork chop.
They were the UK pork chop of season 5. No,
Yeah, she should
they
have.
were really like we're like, okay, we're gonna make this work out for our girl here.
No, they tried and they tried hard. And they
Because they were
tried
like
hard.
they're like maybe it's a thing about like she don't have the budget but the talent is there.
Yeah.
And this is one of those moments that with a nickel or $100,
Yeah.
it's like this is the part that's priceless.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Naomi Carter, like we said, again, outside of this competition, we really do love and appreciate your drag. And you're also like your vibe. Like you were always positive. You were always
Oh
like
my
super nice. And you
funny as
seemed like
hell.
funny as hell. You seemed like a girl, like one of the girls that the girls were always trying to kiki with. So, aside from you just having a bad run on this competition this season, like it did translate on screen that you were a good person and everybody fucked with you. So at least there's that.
I'm excited to see her in the future.
I'm excited to see her in the future after she's done drag for at least 10 years
10
or
years,
five
no, girl.
or
I feel
five.
like with a good, like, if she's making a steady 5K a month and she could put
But
out
the
a little,
thing is, something I'm starting to realize is that these girls do not make as much as you think when they leave Drag Race, especially the international girls,
Mhm.
because like it's not like Naomi Carter is gonna move to, the town with the most gay clubs in
Yeah.
London.
Well,
Like it,
she needs to take a note from fucking Lady Camden and get on the Work the Runway tour and work the world and make her $1 million and just like leave
make a
the other
million
bitches in the
dollars.
dust. Like, make it happen.
No, Lady Camden was not playing that. Lady Camden said, "Bitch, I'm applying for a visa and I'm gonna go on American because y'all motherfuckers
That's
don't
me
even.
nothing.
I'm trying to win some coin, okay?"
Hello.
And shout out to fucking Lady Camden, a fucking legend. Um, Yeah, Miss Naomi Carter went home. Finally, people are going home in this franchise. That's the other thing. Like too many, like people are not going home, and it's pissing me off.
Now she's finally going home.
This
Dito.
this is the
Well,
second queen that has gone home in 4 episodes.
oh my god, yeah, because damn, they really must have not liked that other bitch.
Alexa St. P.
Yeah, because they could have at least spared her. Like no one went home the last episode. They could have spared her a fucking episode, bro.
Right, justice
Like,
for Alexa St. P. So next week is the rules of core. Are you excited?
I am. I was excited until you just told me no one went home. So now I'm thinking, I'm like, are they gonna do this again? Because if not, like, I'll be pissed. Like, sometimes I do like it when it's like your favorite person and you know that they're like, oh, bitch, hold on, okay, a week of grace. But I like the suspense, bitch, and then be like, I knew it. This bitch is gonna go home. Rah, rah, rah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this episode was fun. I'm excited because I want to know if we're getting some iconic music. Because the girl group, I didn't get like. It's just been a while since we got a we are the four locks. Like that's what I want. And I
It's
haven't
been a while. It's been a while since we've gotten a banger that makes me want to listen to it on my everyday, like on my everyday life.
yeah.
There's some bangers that have come out of Drag Race that I legit listen to like on my everyday shit because they're that good, you know?
No.
So don't lick my yum was cute, but it was whatever.
No, bitch, it was mighty. Oh my god, hold on. I have this shit stuck all over me. It was mighty whatever. Like I was just like, I don't know. I just want something to give me like lucky. Give me motherfucking
I'm in love.
Ricky Rocha. I'm in love. What was the one they did about the drama?
Which one?
Clap back
Clap
intro.
back. Girl, give us something.
What
Give
was
us
I gonna play? The
American. Give us something. Give us something. Um, well, yeah, that has
this
been
is the
Drag
one.
Race UK. Drag Race UK episode 4. I want all of our sister listeners to let us know what they thought about Drag Race UK episode 4. Are you sad to see Miss Naomi Carter go? Are you happy to see Tamara, Michael, and Ginger win their first repeater badges? What are your thoughts on this current season of Drag Race and the trajectory that we're currently going on so far? Next week is a Rusical, so I'm very, very excited. And yeah, like just we're gonna keep watching.
I feel like if Tamara pops off next week on this one, like she really might just take it because the only other competition I feel like in that is maybe Banksy, which can't remember lines, and Kate Bush, who like now I'm gonna say her fucking runways are questionable. Yeah,
But
I
Rusicals have um Rusicals have oh, damn, I had the word in my head when I started talking and now I don't have it. Rusicals have
musical numbers in it. A. B. Musicals have a beginning, middle, and end. C.
I got it.
Ru-
Rusicals have a theater aspect to them. So K Butch might really prevail.
she just might. She really just might.
Because you know that musicals are like, yeah, the performing girls can do really really good, but the comedy theater queens usually do really really good in the musicals too, because
True.
musicals are not just only about the performance, it's also about an acting and telling a story. And if you make it really really funny, it don't matter what you're saying as long as you make RuPaul laugh.
That is true. We have
and
seen
the
bitches
only
that they
and the
have
only bitch that I feel like actually knows how to make RuPaul laugh is K Butch.
we'll see. We just gotta see on
We
that.
just gotta see, baby. Well, thank you so much for listening to another episode of The Tug. This has been an amazing episode. So make sure that you are following us on Instagram and Twitter at The Tug Podcast if you're not already doing so. And make sure that you're following us on Instagram and Twitter. Those are our at names right here on screen. If you are watching us on YouTube, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because when
Ding.
you do that, you'll get notified every time we drop an episode. And how cunt is that? Technology is just amazing.
So kind.
If you're listening to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, subscribe, follow us, leave us a review. We really, really appreciate that. But without further ado, thank you, Diva, for joining me for another episode.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We'll be here again next week.
We'll be here again next week. Bye. Love you.